go. New York City's not coming back the way everyone remembers it. Instead, a new New York City is emerging for two reasons: lockdowns and remote work. These two things have totally changed the way people look for and plan to use their New York City apartment. And that's why places like these, which used to be very popular, are sitting empty right now. And I'm gonna show you why that is. We're headed to a building where ever since I can remember, since I started my real estate career in 2008, I've never seen apartments fail to rent. Everything that's ever come up here has rented, and a big reason for that has to do with location. We are in a super popular part of town. There are little restaurants and little cafes all over the place down here. New York University's got buildings all throughout this area, and transportation here is amazing. Every train in the world is accessible right here from Union Square. Well, not every train in the world, but these will get you pretty much anywhere in town, and they connect to all the other lines that get you places that matter. Here we are on 13th Street and 3rd Avenue, right by the apartment. Cleaners downstairs, bars over here on the corner, and right here is a salon. Let's go inside, take a look. Here we are in a 1-bedroom apartment. And the reason that we're here is because up until 2020, stuff like this was what everyone wanted. But this is the first year that an apartment like this hasn't made a lot of sense to the people that need apartments. As we look around, ask yourself if you'd be able to sleep here for 8 hours a night and then work here for 6 to 8 hours a day. The apartment has a kitchen that's separate from the bedroom and the living room. The living room is 9 feet by 11 feet 1 inch. And in the past, whoever was renting this would probably only want to fit like a couch and an entertainment center in here, and there's definitely room for that. That's basically what was gonna happen in here until lockdowns and remote work changed how people look at a place like this. If you put a couch in here in an entertainment center, where are you gonna put your workstation? I guess you could line something up against the wall over here, but with all that furniture in this room, it's gonna be pretty tight. And then over here in the bedroom, we've got 5 feet 7 inches by 11 feet 1 inch. The head of your bed is gonna have to be over there in the corner, and the bed's gonna have to go lengthwise. And since the bedroom's already a little bit on the smaller side, if there's a bed over here in this corner, and you've got a dresser over here, that only really leaves this space for a workstation. Just a year ago, you'd wake up in a bedroom like this, get dressed, take a shower, head out the door, and go to work or go to school and be out most of the day. And in the evening, you'd get changed, you'd go out with your friends, you'd enjoy the city, but the city's not like that anymore. And things are still slowly working to reopen, which means that you're gonna be here way more often than anybody who's ever lived here in the past. Because even if there's no virus, whatever opportunity has brought you to New York is probably still gonna have some online component to it. If you're a student, you're probably gonna have online learning opportunities. And if you're not a student, you're probably gonna be able to do a lot of work from home or from anywhere where you have an internet connection. Now, best case scenario, things reopen over the next few months and restaurants, bars, and all that come back. But if there's another lockdown, which is very possible, there could be another stay-at-home order. And that would mean that everything on the other end of this front door is off limits except for the laundromat and the grocery store and the emergency room. But even if another stay-at-home order is the right decision to keep people safe, if that happens, it's gonna make you think twice about renting anything like this. In the kitchen, you could put a leaf table against the wall over here, one of those drop tables that folds up and down. You've got a medium-sized stove, a decent sink, which I wish had a little more counter space around it, but there's counter space over here. You can have a microwave, you can have a coffee maker. We've also got a medium-sized fridge. Looks like it's new, but maybe not brand new because this is in here. Right here is the bathroom. Let's see if there's a medicine cabinet. Ooh, there is. This part right here is a little narrow, but other than that, I think it's fine. And there is a nice little window in here as well. And there's also a little storage beneath the sink. These new realities and potential safety measures mean that when people look at apartments, they're not looking at them the same way. And things like convenience and access to maybe a college campus or to a subway train that's gonna take you to work immediately don't matter as much as they used to. And what you can do in the home is now way more important than what you can do outside of it. And New York City's never been like that. It's always been about the experience you get outside of your apartment. That's why people came here. But now, since you're spending so much more time here, what you can do in the apartment matters a lot more than it used to. I hope you found that interesting, and if you want to see some other apartments right here in New York City, check out one of these apartment tours right here, and I'll see you in the next video.